Okay, here's our video on dividing decimals with models, just like we did with multiplication. So let's just review multiplication. Here's 0.3 times 0.4. So here we have 0.3, because there's 3 shaded, right? And they're in the tenths place. And remember, decimals are fractions, so if you wanted, you can say, well, I can do 3/10 times 4/10. We can do something like that if we wish. And we'll get 12 hundredths without reducing. 12 hundredths. What do you think 12 hundredths is when we reduce? Right, well, 12 100ths can be also 3/25ths. Right, and we'll talk about fractions in another video. So here we have 0.3 times 0.4, and in the regular way, remember we just multiply. 3 times 4 is 12, and we count the place values as 1, 2. So we move it twice. 0.12. Now let's do it with a model, just reviewing. So we have the 0.3, and now we're going to make, again, 9 lines so we can get 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will we run out of room? 8. Oh, ran out of room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we need one more. All right. So remember, no mistakes, just happy accidents. There we go. And we'll just pretend that's filled. So here we have 3/10. Now we have 4. We have to fill our 4 in, so we have 1, 2. We're filling in the 4 in. We should use a different color, actually, but of course in class we can make this neater. So we filled in the 4/10. Alright, that's good enough. So we filled in the 4/10. We have our 3/10, and where they overlap is our answer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There it is, 0.12. Okay, so let's do this with division now. Here we have 0.14 divided by 0.2. Let's just do this the regular way at first. So, remember, the first number is the dividend. It's the one in the box. And the last number is the divisor. Bring that over. Divisor. So, we have 14 hundredths, or 0.14 divided by 0.2. So we know that the 0.14 is in the box, because it's a dividend, and that's a divisor. And if you remember from 5th grade, the rule is there should never be a decimal in a divisor. We always have to move it. Since we moved it once, we're going to move this decimal once, and then bring it up. All right? So the amount of times you move the number, the decimal, in the divisor is the same amount of times you'll move it in the dividend. So now we have this decimal right over here. So 2 goes in the 14 7 times, so it's 0.7. 7 times 2, 14. Once you get 0, you stop. Right? So 0.14 divided by 0.2 equals 0.7. Let's do another one. Let's say I had 0.15 divided by 0.5. What goes in the box, and what would that answer be? Well, 0.15 is in the box. It's the first number. It's the dividend. And 0.5 is here. That's outside the box. And what is it called? Divisor. And remember, the divisor has to be a whole number. So we have to move this decimal once. Now it's a whole number. It's 5.0. You don't see the 0, but it's there. It's just 5. We moved this once, so we have to move this decimal once. There we go. Now remember, the 1's to the left of it. So 5 goes into 15 3 times. And it's 0.3. So the answer would be 0.3. Great. Now what if I had this one? This one's maybe a little tricky. What if I had a whole number, just 10, divided by 0.2? Just 10 divided by 0.2. Try that one. 10 divided by 0.2. So again, the 10's in the box. That's the dividend. 0.2 is outside the box. We have to move this decimal once. What about in the dividend? Now here's the trick. The decimal's right here. It's invisible. because it's 10.0. Anytime you see a whole number, there's always a decimal there. If you had 7, for example, it's 7.0. If you had 8, it's 8.0, and so forth. So the decimal was right here. So if we move this once, we have to move this once and bring it up. Now we have 2 goes into 100. And that would be 50. So the answer, 10 divided by 0.2 gives us 50. And now if we wanted to check, of course we do the opposite in operation. We do multiplication. 50 times 0.2, so you get 100. Fix that. And there's one decimal place, so we move it once. So there it is, there's the 10. So 10 divided by 0.2 is 50. Now in this video we're going to do models with numbers that have the same place value. The same place, not place value. So they're in the same place, they're both in the 10th place here. We'll do videos where they have different places in the future. But right now, let's just do this the normal way first. Well, the regular way is better. So again, the 0.9 is there and the 0.3 is there. We move the 3 once, move the 9 once, and it equals 3. So that's just the regular way. Now with a model, we're going to make a box. We're going to make 10 spaces. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 0.9 is going to fill most of it, right? So we can just fill all the way up to here. It's 0.9. Alright, get your kindergarten coloring skills ready. Alright. You still there? Okay, that's good enough. So, it's a little sloppy, but... So that's 0.9, because 9 of them are filled and 1 is empty. So that's 0.9. So what we want to do with 0.3 is, and we'll take a black marker, so we can see the black over the blue. Should have used a lighter color. But the 0.3 is we want to now fill in as many 3/10ths as we can. So in other words, how many groups of 3/10ths can we circle? So 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure we have all the spaces first. This black. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoop. So we have an extra one here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's our 10. So let's make this dark line so we see it. So that's 1, that's 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. See if you can see that on the video. Now we want to make groups of 3. So here's one group of 3. Right there. Should use another marker. See if it works. See if this comes out. Well, there's another group here. Well, it comes out good. Right. And then we can use black again. Of course, you don't have to draw these lines. This is just showing you that we have 3 groups of 3. That's the answer. 3 groups of 3. So what we did is we had the 9, and we wanted now take away 3/10ths. How many times can we do it? And we can do it 3 times. We did 3 over here, 3 over here, 3 over here. So we did it 3 times, and that's what we get, 3. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see if you can do this one. Think. Well, it has one complete box. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has one complete box. So that's a 1. That represents 1. And this has 2/10ths. So this is 1.2. 1.2. And you can use different colors here if you want to break it apart. And you can see now that this question, if you saw something like this would be 1.2 divided by 0.2. 1.2 divided by 0.2. So here, we're trying to see how many 0.2s we can put into it. And you can see, that's why we use different colors here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can put 6 of them in. So that would, the answer would be 6 as a whole number. So again, we have 1.2, and we put in, you can use the same color if you want, or you can use different colors. Sometimes it's easier with different colors. And you can see we have a 2/10 here, 2/10 here, 2/10 here, 2/10 here, 2/10 here, and 2/10 here, and there's 6 of them. So that's the answer. And of course, the regular way, you can say 1.2 is in the box, and 0.2 is outside the box. We move that once, we have to move this once. Don't forget to bring it up. Dot 0 extend. You don't have to put the 0 there. If you want, you can leave it there. And 2 goes into 12 6 times. And it's 6, or 6.0. It's the same answer. Okay? Great job.